by Karen Zraick and Hiroko. MasuikeHere are the week's top stories, and a look ahead. ImageCreditTom Brenner, the New York TimesCreditDoug Mills, the New York Times2. In a confidential memo to the special counsel, Robert Mueller, above, President Trump's lawyers argued that he could not possibly have committed obstruction, because he has unfettered authority over all federal investigations. Here's the memo, with notes from our reporters. It's part of a bid to prevent Mr. Mueller from forcing Mr. Trump to answer questions. His lawyers fear that if Mr. Trump answers, he risks exposing himself to accusations of lying to investigators, a potential crime or impeachable offense. For more from Washington, check out our roundup of this week's biggest stories in American politics. ______ credit Giuseppe Lamy, EPA, via Shutterstock 3. It was quite a week in Europe. Italy swore in a Eurosceptic government that has worried the financial markets. Above, the new Prime Minister, Giuseppe Conte, then a pro-Europe government in Spain suddenly collapsed, ushering in a socialist-led government. Credit Greg Gain, American Broadcasting Companies, Inc., via Associated Press 4. ABC abruptly cancelled Roseanne, hours after the show's star and co-creator, Roseanne Barr, posted a racist tweet about Valerie Jarrett, a former advisor to President Barack Obama. The revived sitcom had been one of the top-rated shows in the country, delivering an audience that network television had not seen in years. But we talked to people who worked on the set, who said that for all the success, there was a sense of foreboding. Above, Sarah Gilbert and Ms. Barr in a scene from the show. And later in the week, the comedian Samantha Bee came under fire for using a vulgar epithet to describe Ivanka Trump on her TBS show. The cable network has taken no disciplinary action against her, igniting criticism from the right of a double standard. ______ credit the Hiroko, EPA, via Shutterstock 5. As hurricane season begins, a new study by researchers from Harvard found that the death toll in Puerto Rico from Hurricane Maria could exceed 4,000. The government had put the number at 64. Residents died at a significantly higher rate during the 3 months after the hurricane than in the previous year, many from delayed medical care. The researchers say their estimate remains imprecise, with more definitive studies still to come. We examined why the death tolls are so different. Above, shoes displayed in San Juan on Friday to commemorate the dead. _____ credit Max Whitaker for the New York Times 6. Head-spinning field of 27 candidates is competing to replace Jerry Brown as governor of California. Mar Brown, who has served as governor for 16 of the last 40 years, remains a popular figure. Two of the top contenders to replace him are Gavin Newsom, above, the lieutenant governor, and Antonio Villaraigosa, the former mayor of Los Angeles. But they each bring baggage to the race. The first round of voting is on Tuesday, and the top two finishers will advance to the November general election, regardless of party, under California's nonpartisan election system. _____ credit Ever Prickett for the New York Times 7. Less than a year after Iraqi security forces and their allies recaptured Mosul from the Islamic State, the city is coming back to life. Above, an amusement park there. Our reporter Rukmini Calamachi followed in the soldiers' footsteps as they took the city back, collecting documents from abandoned Islamic State outposts. The resulting investigative story, The ISIS Files, helps explain how the terrorist group ruled for nearly 3 years. She and her editor answered readers' questions about the series, and the ethical and legal issues it raised. We are up to Chapter 7 in our new podcast, Caliphate, in which Rukmini takes listeners inside the Islamic State. Listen here, _____ credit Matt Rourke, Associated Press 8. The FBI has an urgent request for anyone with a small office or home office internet router: reboot it now. a sophisticated malware system linked to Russia, and to the same group that hacked the Democratic National Committee before the 2016 election, has infected hundreds of thousands of routers in the U.S. The malware, dubbed VPN Filter, is capable of blocking web traffic, collecting information and even disabling devices. To be safe, the FBI recommends that users also upgrade firmware, reset passwords and disable remote management settings. Credit Zraick, Getty Images 9. All the talk going into the N.B.A. Finals was about how it was a colossal mismatch. The Golden State Warriors would be running out a lineup full of all-stars, against a Cleveland Cavaliers team that relied far too heavily on LeBron James. But proving that the games are played for a reason, the Warriors barely prevailed in Game 1. Each team's star players had their moments, but none could compare to the incredible performance by James, who scored 51 points in 48 minutes. The Warriors' explosive third quarters are legendary. Our reporters say their halftime routine may explain why. Game 2 is on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can watch on ABC, and we'll have live coverage, _____credit 10. Finally, books to check out this summer, an investigation into where America's recycling goes and a rumination on the joys of eating alone, in Paris. We have those stories and more in this collection of our best weekend reads. For more suggestions on what to watch, read and listen to, may we suggest our guide to the best summer binge watching, a glance at the New York Times bestseller list or our music critics' latest playlist. Have a great week, ______. Your weekend briefing is published Sundays at 6 a.m. Eastern. You can sign up here to get our morning briefings by email in the Australian, Asian, European or American morning, or to receive an evening briefing on U.S. weeknights. Browse our full range of Times newsletters here. What did you like? What do you want to see here? Let us know at briefing@nytimes.com.